வெல்கம் டு லிட்பிட் சேனல். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறது டுநைட் ஐ கேன் ரைட் த சேடஸ்ட் லைன்ஸ் பை பேப்லோ நெருடா. சம்மரியில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின், examine the uniqueness of Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Line as a conventional love poem, or what makes Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Line a conventional love poet. In introduction part, Neruda is a great poetic of Chile. He was a communist and a revolutionary poet. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Lines is one of the best love poem of Neruda. It is a monologue written in the conventional mood, lamenting the loss of love of derelict lover. The lover thinks of the natural world, the night, the stars, the wind, the sky, and everything that reminds him of his lost love. The night and the darkness match his sad mood. The lover confesses that tonight he is writing the saddest line, and thereby he is actually killing his lady love with his pen, which becomes his mighty sword. Next subheading of essay, lamenting on the loss of his love. The poet juxtaposes tonight and the night of the past when his lady love was with him. Tonight he is terribly alone. Now the night stands for his shattered love, and the twinkling stars become blue and shiver in the distance. The narrator of the poem is Gerald Love, whose girlfriend has become another man's wife or friend. This makes him very sad, and he is lamenting on the losses of his love. He admits that their love for each other became a failure on account of their mistakes. The fickleness of love is a major cause of his loss of love. But he cannot run away from the past, which hurts him day and night like a nightmare. He says, "She loved me sometimes and I loved her too. I loved her and sometimes she loved me too." This frank opinions of the narrator is the beauty of the love poem. The night appearance. All humans and their words and deeds are imperfect, which leads to failure, and the poet admits this truth. When she was with him, they enjoyed every night, and all nature supports their love. The night, the sky, the stars, and the cool breeze welcomed the young couples. They thought their meetings would last forever, but the inevitable came and they are separated. Still, the narrator loves her and thankfully remembers the sweet joys that she has given him. Love forever in the world. He says, "Love is short, forgetting is so long." Their love for each other was so sweet that the times flow away in a lightning speed, but the past love hurts him day and night like a nightmare. The narrator, like all humans being throughout that, she would be forever his lover and only his. It is a foolish idea. Nothing belongs to us. She has gone to another man. Now the narrator wants to escape from his past, which is still hurting him day and night. Therefore, he starts writing a poem which begins, "The night is shuttered and the blue stars shivered in the distance." Universal experience of love. In this poem, he expressed his love, anguish, helplessness, and the terrible loneliness. Thus, he explains his love, which is now dead and gone forever. His past love is shattered and shiver in the distance. Night and stars are metaphor of his past love. The lines of his poem falls on his heart like dew on the meadow. He is certain that this poem is like a ritual killing of his love for her. Thus, he can set himself free from the thoughts of her. Tonight, I can write the saddest line. Research universal level. Pablo Neruda gives us our love poems which we hug to our heart with great satisfactions and whisper every lines of it in our solitude. This is genuine love poem meant for every human being who is born to love and be loved. Next summary of the poem. bring out the uniqueness in the themes of parting the in. Tonight I can write the saddest lines and a valediction forbidding mourning. How do you think they are different? In a valediction forbidding mourning, the poet addressed his beloved to offer his consolations for his short absence. Just as virtuous men are not afraid of death, in the same way, true lovers are not afraid of separation. Separation only tests their loyalty and devotion. Ordinary lovers who are addicted to sex may not be able to stand separation. Therefore, his beloved should neither shed tears nor heavy sight. The absence is a sort of touchstones to test their mutual love. Men are afraid of earthquakes and the damage caused by them. However, the movement of the heavenly bodies, through much greater and more violent, is quite and harmless. Similarly, ordinary lovers may lament a separation, but their love is so holy and pure that, in spite of separation, they have no feelings of loneliness. Their love is so sheer and refined that physical absence does not matter to them to all. Their love is not based on physical enjoyment. A valediction forbidding mourning then brings out the metaphysical elements. Thus, the spiritual love is compared to the death of the holy man. Love is compared to the pure gold. Parallel between the relationship of his and his lady's soul is coordinated movement of the compass. The poem is primarily concerned with love between the speakers and his significant others. The speakers argues that even though he will be separated from his love by distance and circumstance, their love will be remains true and pure. But the next poem of Tonight I Can Write the saddest line of the poem is the poem about memories of lost love and the pain they can cause. Throughout the poem, the speaker recalls the details of the relationship that is now broken. He continuously juxtaposes images of passion he felt for the women he loved with the loneliness he experienced in the present. Theme: love, memory, and heartache. Neruda poem explores the pains and heartache following the breakup. The speakers, with one's eye on the past and another on the present, try to make a sense of the fact that relationship seemed to filled with endless love has in fact endured for good standing alone under the same star night sky he has used to share with the ex-lover. The speakers bitterly contrast the love he once had with his current sadness and solitude. In the doing so, the poem showcases the sorrow and confusion that accompany love's loss and how memories of that love makes it all the more difficult to move on. The changes of the speaker romantic situation seems to have altered everything around him, just as love once more made the world seems fully of joy, bliss, and intimacy. Love absence makes the world suddenly cold, barren, and harsh. The speakers and his ex-lover used to gather through nights just like a one on which the poem is set. Those nights and their love seems like they would like forever. The sky was endless. The speakers' lovers' eyes were infinite, and they kissed each other again and again. It seems almost impossible then that this has all come to an end. Now, however, the stars themselves shiver as it lonely and cold. The sky endlessness no longer speaks of the limitlessness of love, but of an immense and strict emptiness. The world itself, of course, has not changed, rather, the lovely prisms through which the speakers perceived his life and his surroundings has been shattered. Heartbreak, the poem thus suggests, makes the world feel menacing and alternating. Still, the speaker cannot seem to stop comparing two moments in time, then and now, as it is make sense of how a lover that seems to endless can so suddenly be destroyed. He keeps circling back to the bare facts of his loss. He had a love and now it's gone. It's as through the plain repetitions of these facts, the speaker hopes in vain to dispersal the emotional power that the breakup holds over him. The speaker even tries to realize the loss, nothing that his ex was the walks with someone else before him and will be with someone new after him. But this effort are hardly convincing previously because the speaker is so utterly fixed on the breakup, he contradicts himself too, saying at one point that does not love her any longer before admitting that maybe he does. In trying to make a sense of his loss, the speaker is just returning again and again to very memories that fuel the heartache. So long as he cannot let go for the past, the poem implies he cannot move on. Hence, the poem's most famous line, "Love is so short, forgetting is so long." To this, the third might be added, "Understanding is impossible." It baffles the speakers to think that two people so passionately in love could ever stop loving each other. But it's mystery the speakers cannot solve. That's why ultimately all the speakers can hope to do is trying to forget his love for over time. Like the wounded animal, he has to wait for the healing process to run its course.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா மறக்காமல் லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி கூட இருக்க பெல் ஐக்கனையும் ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்கள். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் வாட்சிங்.